Let's see. Change my profile. All right, tonight I just have on some nice soft gospel music. I actually don't have on our normal meditation tonight because I actually figured we could take a little bit of break and we're just gonna get reading done. I just finished with my session. I've been up since 7. I've worked out like 5 times. I'm tired, y'all. So I just want to get our reading done and definitely get some rest. I haven't eaten yet either. Hi, Stephanie. How are you today, beautiful? So I want to make sure I'm going to be having some fish and some french fries from the air fryer. And then I have a side salad. So tonight we're having sway fish, french fries, and a side salad. So I'm excited about that. And then we're going to be doing our reading. How are you guys doing? It's Tuesday. We made it Tuesday. We can't beat that. We can't beat that with a bat bang bang. So we made it. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for your love and your support. I appreciate you. So y'all know I can't see, so I got now I can see the comments now. So see, I can see the Shira just came in. Hi Shira Queen, welcome in. Stephanie, welcome in. Thank you for being here, boo. How you doing? Hi Yolanda Strader and Guyleen, that's it right? Hi Guyleen. Thank you, Queen, for the roses, boo. How are you, Shira? Hi, God's child. How are you, baby? Hi, Zara. Is it Zari? Hi, Zari. How are you, babes? Danielle, hello. How are you? Good night. Good evening. New York Beast. Hey, babes. You doing okay, mamas? Well, welcome in. My name is Kenya, and I come live every night and do a motivational reading on fear, weight loss, and wellness to help you address any things that you're not really able to figure out without some form of professional or supportive help. I run a weight loss and wellness coaching transformation firm, company, and boutique for the last 10 years, and I myself have dropped over 479 pounds naturally through natural weight loss, nutritional cleansing, and behavior modification. And what we do is we like to provide you with a easy, it's simple, but it ain't easy. A simple, okay, a simple program that does what you need done for you in the mental health space to achieve, sustain, and keep your weight loss and wellness journey. Okay, it says, Zari, it said, let me see a comment, it hit it, let me read it. It says, weren't you my sister's dance teacher? I, I was your sister's dance teacher, Michaela. Hi, hi, Miss Penny. How are you? Hi, Lucy. Hi, Angela. Hey, Facebook. Welcome in. Good evening. Okay, guys. So what we are going to be doing tonight, which I'm kind of excited because we actually have almost reached 300. So I'm getting kind of excited because we're at 200, day 237. So that means it says, so that means that we have been reading for 237 days. This is me behind me. This is me, y'all. Just this the truth. This is me. It's me. It's me. I was going through it. I'm not gonna tell you which way that you got to go through it, but I was going through the point where I was about to die from it. So I'm a recovering food addict. I've been sober for going on 10 years with my food, and I've been sober from alcoholic substances because I get drunk. I eat food alcoholically, meaning I eat food until I get drunk in my brain. So my brain is all wacky. And so we don't drink and we don't overeat. I've been in recovery working with a 12-step program for 5 straight years, but I've worked very hard on modifying and rewiring my behavior toward food for over the last 10 years. I help other people do the same thing and they see results. Because my program is simple, not hard, simple, not easy, but effective. Simple, not easy, because it's simple, but it ain't easy. Meaning you got to show up for yourself, and that's one of the hardest things for people to do. You understand? I'm asking you to show up for yourself, and that makes it simple but hard to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we on the same page now. All right, let's get into this reading, y'all, because we're gonna get into this reading because that's what we gotta do. All right. Welcome in, Kiki. How are you? I done got used to having this phone where I could see the comments and read the daily reading and stuff. So I think I just know what I'm doing, y'all, out in these streets. I just feel like somebody, baby. All right, we are on day 237. Reading from David Komalafi, Face Your Fears, 365 Days, Face Your Fear Not. This series is called Face Your Fears, Face Your Fronts. To go back and watch any of the videos, please be sure to follow me on my YouTube channel and hit play and get busy. There is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos of education and information about the different components and aspects of weight loss, wellness, food addiction, eating disorders, food craving, food noise, etc. You name it, I done handle it. Just head on over there and just dive on in. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like, and enjoy whatever videos I have, from workout videos all the way to informational videos, all the way to information about my story about how I got here, from here to here. Okay. So always on my YouTube channel, the videos are going to be longer and a little more detailed. So anytime you get a little short insert over here, it's probably a big video over there. Okay. All right. So with 237 being the page in which we are about to pursue, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow, Nicole. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all tap the like button and drop FYP in the chat if you're ready for today's reading. So we're going to be reading a little bit on codependency toward food. This is what our work help you do. I help you take away from the dependency you have on food tasting good. The reason why many of you can't eat healthy for a long period of time is because you're dependent on the flavor of food. You're dependent on the satiated sensation you get when you eat certain things. Because those things trigger emotions, you become addicted to triggering the emotion by eating that item. So what happens is when you go without it, you feel like you're being punished. So the body actually yearns for it. And if you don't change the behavior or the connection over time, you eventually justify eating a little bit, then a middle bit, then a medium of a bit, then a large of a bit, and then a lot. Because then you're back in the habit that once calmed you. Because it's always going to calm you because your brain is always going to remember that. Your job is to change what your brain believes about what food does, so that it can take away the dependency. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about those two things tonight. All right, thank you guys so much for the follow. Okay, our goal is 1,000 followers so that we can do guest panels, so that I can do some of my individual consultations that I do on live. You can come in the box because sometimes it's delayed, so it takes me real long, so I can only do one. But I'll be able to do at least three per live, where you can come in and for 5 minutes, you can kind of let me know. I can kind of give you some resources and support of some things you can do right in the moment to see a change or difference in where you are in your weight loss and wellness journey. Okay, it doesn't cost anything. Well, I got to have enough followers for me to give the feature because I don't have the feature. So it's called a multi-guest, a multi-host box. I don't have that. I only have guests. If that, I don't even know if that makes sense. Well, that's at least what the thing popped up said. I'm just telling y'all what the thing said. I could be saying it wrong, but on my big page, that's how it works. On the other page, this is my backup page, by the way, y'all. So you've probably seen me before on your page a time or two before. My name is Coach King. If you haven't, I've dropped about 479 pounds, and I've kept that thing off. I've kept off about 468 consistently, which is what my weight is currently. And I invite you to join me. You don't have to join me. Stay on your journey that you on. But if you're looking for a safe space to learn about your mindset, intrinsic motivation, and learning how to work through the behavior that's connected to why you eat what you eat and when you eat, then this is the place for you. Be sure you tap that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come on over so you can get these nuggets. I love giving nuggets, like I've already given since the live started, and we haven't even did the reading yet, but I like to do that because I like to give you some content, some information, something that can change the game for you, because you're giving me your time. So you giving me your time. So I want to give you some nuggets, because everything ain't got to cost nothing. Some things can just be you and me in here sitting, talking, building, collabing, living, learning, exploring, dealing with this thing called obesity. You know what I'm saying? It could just be me and you building. So that's how I like it. So if you're new here, I'm not a gift asker, and we don't do gift dropping. You just come on over here, grab your pen and paper, sit back, relax, because I may say something that you needed to hear so you can write it down. That's why you got your pen and paper on deck. And you don't have to hit the like button much unless I ask you to, and that's usually because they've told me to ask you. But I prefer if you write those notes because those notes are gonna change the game for you and your life. The likes ain't gonna do that for me. I mean, and we need billions of them to do what they be wanting to do. So you just focus on getting this information and show you hit the like button and show you give me a gift. Man, am I grateful. But in the meantime, in between time, if you could just get what you need and leave what you take what you like and leave the rest, that's all right with me. All right. TR, you made it just in time. Maya, welcome in and thank you, babes. Black Girl Soul Flow. Hi. All right, are we ready? Okay, we're going to start off with David Komalafi, which contains our scriptures. So let's dive right on in. Our mod is in the building, keeping us safe. Let's make it happen. Here we go. It is written, love does not behave rudely. It does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Principle. Fear may get you irritated, bitter, and resentful, but a good temper is love revealed in your disposition. Mm. Prayer. Oh Lord God, heal me of bitterness and irritation in Jesus' name. Oh, how many of y'all need to say that like 10 times in a row? Go on and tap the like button and say that 10 times in a row. Good evening, beautiful. And say that 10 times. Y'all need to be tapping the like button right now. Now is appropriate because I need you to say that 10 times in a row. Oh, Lord, God, heal me of bitterness and irritation in Jesus' name. How many of y'all irritated with somebody in the room with y'all right now? Tap the like button. Tap the like button right now. You irritated right now. Somebody done irritated you today right now. This for you. Yeah, I'm gonna read to you again. It says, "Fear may get you irritated. Fear may get you fear, fear may get fear." It says fear. Let me cross my thigh. Let me cross my thigh. Let me cross my thigh. It says, fear, fear may get you irritated. That means sometimes when you're upset, you're irritated, bitter, and resentful. But it didn't stop at irritated. It went on to say it can also make you bitter and resentful. And where I come from, a resentment can kill you. Where I come from, a resentment, it can kill you. Where I come from. And I don't know where you come from. But where I come from, they teach us that a resentment can kill you, which is why you don't want to walk around with a whole bunch of resentments. And it says, but a good temper to love reveal is a good temper is love revealed in your disposition, which says if you are somebody who's hot-headed and become angry quickly, that means you are walking in 1,000 forms of fear. If you're somebody who's ready to clap back like a slapjack, then that means you might be walking in a form of fear. If you're somebody who's always upset, pissed off, standing in a negative state, you might be standing in a field of fear. I'm just saying. I'm going to read the rest. Then it went on and said, oh Lord, heal me of the bitterness and irritation in Jesus' name. Heal me. It went even further in this that I receive grace to seek only the good of others in Jesus' name. Because if we look for the good in other people, then it makes us less irritated for what we don't see, our unstated expectations. One of the reasons why many of us live in fear currently is because we have unstated expectations. Type that in the chat. Type unstated expectations. Type under. Oh, you're so welcome. Hi, Mel. Welcome back, baby. Unstated expectations. An unstated expectation, baby, is when you done messed around and expect somebody to do something, but you ain't told them what you expecting them to do. Are we together? We on the same page? Right? So we got so we get a resentment because of that. But when you think about it, the resentment it should be toward yourself. Because the issue here is that you didn't let them know what the expectation was. And then your response may be, well, I expected them to know that. How? They're not you. You're human, they're human, but y'all not one human. So how was they going to know something you expected that was unstated? Did you write it down? Did you put it on a post-it note, text it, fly it, zip it, zell it? Nope, you didn't do any of that. They didn't get it. So therefore, the expectation that you placed on the person is unstated because they have no idea they're supposed to be living up to an unstated expectation, which then leads you to get a resentment about something that the person didn't even know they should be doing. See, we expect, like for example, we expect our man to come outside and get the groceries and bring the groceries in the house. But if he's in the house chilling and you don't say nothing, how's he gonna know the groceries are in the car if you didn't call him and tell him in advance that you got something in the car? So you're expecting him to say, "Do you need help?" So when he doesn't say, "You don't need you do you need help?" you get upset. But you didn't actually give him an expectation. You didn't give him the expectation. You just stated it in your mind, but you never put it in. Thank you so much for the gift. But you never put it in the atmosphere for it to be resolved. Does that make sense? So sometimes our miscommunications is because in our mind, in the conversation that you had with yourself, you made an expectation and a decision, but you forgot to tell it to the person that's involved, which leads to resentments and bitterness. Because here you are thinking this person doesn't love you, doesn't want you, doesn't respect you, doesn't value you, but your expectations are unstated. They don't even know what you're expecting of them because you haven't been clear. So fear that they will reject what you will state has made you not tell them your expectation. And because they didn't meet the unstated expectation, you now are bitter and resentful. Now y'all can't tell me that psycho ain't psychotic. You on the same page still? Mel, we still on the same page, baby? We still on the same page. Okay, let's keep going. All right, now we're gonna go over to Melanie Beatty. Now you know Melanie Beatty usually get us right in line and talk to us about that codependency behavior we have. So don't be afraid of the word codependency. I know a lot of times it has a negative connotation, and there are some components of it that's not so good. But we all have components of codependency because that's how we survive. The problem is many of us have tipped over to the side of the mountain and dangling off with the side of a rope, and we got to come back up. So you got to go work on things that make you behave in those manners that make you become codependent so that you can deal with the emotions so you can grow up and not be like that. There is freedom from codependency. You can't breathe by yourself. You are not going to die if your situation ain't good. You walk away and start another situation. Guess what? You're going to rise up better. But right now, it feels like you're going to die. It feels like if you walk out and let go of it, you're going to die. It feels like you have no other choice, but I promise you, you have choices. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. See, one of the things about situations is the reason why you can't see the choices is because you haven't got past the fear for the choices to present themselves. Because you're looking at the world through eyes of fear. You're not looking at the world through eyes of living. So you're unable to see the things, the destiny helpers, the guiders and the directors that may come along your path because your eyes only see fear. So everything you do, every move you make, every choice you make is all behind the fears that you're trying to avoid. Well, I'm scared. I'm afraid if she don't, if he don't, if they don't, if wait, they won't, I can't, why not? That's your whole life. And it's because you're digging up the dead bodies from your past, bringing back the pain. Hold that. I'll be back. August 26th says. Hold that. Because what happens is when we feel physical pain, we begin to dig up all the people that ever hurt us, and we start writing on the sadness from those stories. So instead of us being able to get over this thing that happened to us today, we take the stories from the old stuff and validate it, making the pain worse. So sometimes it exaggerates and makes us overreact to what happens. It's not because what the person did was horrible. It's because you've had it happen before, and you dug up all the pain to go with all the other people that did it too. And so this person who may have did it on an accident is about to get abused for all the other people that you couldn't stand up and give a boundary to. So you're going to overplace this boundary. All of that's fear. I must ain't talking about nothing tonight. And sometimes I'm not. Welcome in to is it Tahara? Welcome in. But Secret, is it Best Secret? Hello, Queen. Thank you for those likes. Let's keep tapping it up. We're almost at 5K. Okay, I see you guys. All right. Today, Melanie Beatty says, I shout out to Melanie Beatty and David Komalafi who wrote these books, these amazing best-selling authors. I honor you. I thank you, and I'm so grateful. Tahari is on. I said, right, you're so welcome. All right, here we go. Melanie says, open to universal love. Are you living with the belief that universal love isn't there for you? Oh, this one about to be insane. Hold on. Get some water. You're gonna need it. Get some water. Get your drink. You gotta get it right now because this Melanie's about to try to most fear is instilled from what you cannot control. What you said. Melanie's about to take us somewhere. Y'all listen. Mel, are you there? Melanie's about to take us somewhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Melanie, that's her name, Melody Beatty, because I'm country, so it sounds like I'm saying Melanie, but I'm saying Melody. Okay, there we go. Got it. Melody's about to take us somewhere. Look, it's what she said. She said, are you living with the belief that universal love isn't there for you? When we look at what we've been through, sometimes we feel sad and abandoned. Didn't I just say that? Hey, Rodney. We see others dancing along their path, getting blessings, special help, gifts along the way. Then we turn to our own lives and see only those times we've been let down and left out. The times that life, people, and the world haven't been there for us. Tap the like button if you can relate. I just need you to tap. I got 7 minutes to get done with this. Just tap for me. Just when I look up, I just need to see the red. This is about to go somewhere. I can feel her coming. It goes on to say the times that life, people, and the world haven't been there for us. Universal love may be real, you say, but it's just not real for me. Open your eyes, open your heart, open yourself to the universe. Begin to see and notice all the gifts you're given, the clues, the direction, the support. Stop looking to one person or source to let life's magic dance for you. Okay. Y'all didn't catch it. Let me help you catch this. Get your baseball glove. Get your mitt glove on. Get your glove on. Get your glove on. Begin to see and notice all the gifts you're given, the clues, the direction, the support. Stop. Hi, Kelly Elliott. That's my last name. Listen. It says stop. Stop looking to one person or source and let life's magic dance for you. It goes on to say, see how you get what you need. See how naturally the guidance comes when you trust that it will be there. See the smiles, see the friendship, feel the inspiration, feel the loving touch of a hand on your arm. Say what you need. Say it aloud. Direct your words to the universe. Treat it as if it were a loving friend, and it will treat you the same way. Universal love is there for you. Learn to recognize its touch and rhythm, for it is the rhythm of life and love. Universal love is for you too. Melody Beatty. All right. The first thing to stick out to me is where it says stop looking to one source or one person for all of your support. That immediately stuck out to me because that one person can be all things, all things, all times to all people. And so what happens is it sets you up to be disappointed because the expectation that you silently put in place that you never tell them is that you expect them to always be there. And so when they're not, it becomes an angst, a bitterness, a resentment, because you didn't let them know you had, based on them always helping you, you gathered an expectation that it would always be like that. Does that make sense, y'all? My love. So when we see fear, when we see fear, we can address it. We can then lessen our irritation toward others. We can lessen the amount of bitterness, resentment, and anger we hoard inside ourselves. And it allows us to grow and emotionally mature in spaces and places and in situations that we never thought we can heal from. When we begin to detach from the pains of our past and learn to re-identify the pathway of freedom, of happiness, instead of basing it on where we've been through, we base it on what we believe we can go to. So we change our own belief systems and our by the focus of our destination. We stop looking at wanting to just get by, and we begin to believe that we deserve and have a right to thrive just like everybody else, like the reading says. We no longer stand in fear and compare ourselves to what Betty, Bobby, Jack, and Molly has. We only focus our intention on what can we pursue, achieve, and complete of our own. Because we have a story too. And our story matters. It is as important as the viral girl, the viral boy, or the kid that's got 7 degrees and in college already. Our story, your story, my story, they matter too. And because all stories matter, that's why there's paper and pens almost anywhere you go in the world, because anyone is allowed to sit down and write their story. And the good thing about being a story writer of your own life is no one will ever write your story better than you. They may try, but no one can ever write your story better than you. So I encourage you today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I know how to think about days, that no matter what it looks like, that you double down and keep your oxygen mask on. Because that is the only way that I've achieved what I've accomplished. Is because I made a choice after being left on my deathbed that I would never allow that to happen to myself again. It is non-negotiable. So if that means I'm on a weight loss and wellness journey for the rest of my life to keep myself from getting like that, where I require self-care and people to take care of me, then that's what I'm going to do. So tonight, my question for you is this: what you gonna do? What are you willing to do to have a better version of you? What are you willing to stop doing? See, some of y'all don't realize this stuff y'all need to stop doing. These things you need to no longer be a part of in order to elevate. But the complacency is a little girl in a pink ballerina dress twirling around because it'll trick you. It will trick you to believe that you can't, you ain't, or you won't, but you can. And you should. And on that, that's all I have tonight. All right, you guys got any questions? Any questions tonight? Any questions? Any weight loss questions? How did I do it? What did I do? Take care of yourself first. Yes, ma'am. You got to go first, baby. You must be first. Because what happens is when you're really good, you can pop up and help somebody. Like if my girlfriend called me right now and she needed my help because I'm physically together and I got my ducks in a row and my life is all right, I can go help her. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is what people, our parents, some of our mamas taught us this: put the mask on everybody else, because you saw your mama running around like a chicken with her head cut off her entire life. So you decided that you would take up the road and cut your head off yourself and start running around like the chicken, like she was running around. And now you burnt out like your mama was burnt out. But it's because your mama wasn't putting the mask on and she didn't teach you to put the mask on. So nobody know how to put the mask on in your family. But baby, somebody gonna have to learn today, or you gonna be somewhere laid up in a hospital with a stroke or heart attack. So somebody got to get the mask. Somebody's got to get the mask. Because if you don't get it, no one is going to get it for you. That's what you're not understanding. The reason why you end up maskless is because you mask everybody else and none of them stop to think, oh, let me get her mask and put hers on. Yeah, oh, that y'all didn't get that, did y'all? If I'm putting on the mask on everybody else, how's it that nobody in the whole group, the whole room, didn't grab my mask and say, "Did you get yours?" So all of y'all got oxygen and I'm suffocating. So now you got oxygen, meaning it's oxygen going to your brain, which means you can see good, hear good, feel good, everything good, except we might be scared. So you can actually function, whereas I'm now short of breath from going without oxygen while I oxygenated everybody else. And you're telling me the oxygenated individuals don't reach over and pick up the mask and give it to you? Because they already mask up. Y'all ain't never thought about that part of it. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Vanilla. Y'all ain't never thought about that. They say put your mask on and then help the other people, but what I'm saying is, why is it after you help the other people, they don't ever ask you if you good? They never go, they don't be like, you good though? So see, what I'm saying is some of y'all got to quit putting the oxygen mask. Y'all got to quit saving some of the people y'all saving because they have no saving to give you. So the fear of you over serving, over volunteering, overdoing, over buying, over being, overseeing, over driving isn't getting you any closer to anybody's anything. You in the same space. You just tapped out of resources. That's all. That's all. You in the same space, just tapped out of resources. You understand what I'm saying? Betty's car breakdown. You gonna give Betty a ride every day because you feel sympathy for her because you want her to be able to get to work so she can feed her kids. Your car breakdown. Betty can't get you to work. Betty ain't even got no resources to help you get to work. Betty can't even call you an Uber. But you done poured all your resources into Betty, and Betty can't even get you an Uber. You done brought whole families over your house to eat. I mean, eat, feed them. Your food low, ain't nobody calling and checking and see if you ate today. Nobody. You texting and checking on 55 people every morning and nobody checking for you. You can be putting that energy on getting up early enough to do your vibration play, drink your detox tea, and go outside for a walk. But instead, you spend 45 minutes getting your morning post ready so that you can send them out to the world and ain't nobody checking for you. And when something bad enough, hard enough, sad enough happens, you'll be pissed off at the world that nobody was checking for you. Make them check for you. There's a solution. Teach them. Remember that unspoken expectation? Make it spoken. Make it spoken. And teach them. Pull back those resources. I bet you they notice. And I bet you things will change. So it's up to you. You can walk in fear, bitterness, anger, and resentment, or you can walk free, living a life that you deserve in the pursuit of something better. Even if it's baby steps every day, one step a day, one notch a day, is better than where you are right now, and especially if you're in the same place you were 10 years ago. So at this rate, we all need straight jackets because I think plenty of us have spent our wheels doing something that we clearly know is insane and we continue to participate. So I guess at this point, we all need a straight jacket. I guess I'm choosing to take mine off. How about you? I want to do something different to get a different result. I invite you to do the same thing too. My name is Coach Kenya. Have a good night. Don't forget to realize you are strong enough to win. I'm out of this place. See y'all tomorrow, same time, same crazy place with the same beautiful, fine, cute face. Hey, y'all have a good night, baby, baby. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. All right.